The Vedas describe different shapes of sizes, from one-man vehicles for local flights in Earth's atmosphere to craft for local flights in space and larger ones for longer flights. Here's some early 20th century artists' impressions of different types of vimanas. Not saying these are accurate, but nevertheless significant, as these ancient flying machines were in ancient scriptures.
Why are they significant? How do you just, these are just people making, oh my god.
The Sakuna Viman, Rukva Viman.
This is just people this is just people making stuff up, and you just like say this is proof. You look at the evidence that they provide. Like some people just came up with some imagine how these things could look like based on the Vedas. Is okay, Katie, are you in the live chat? Tell me, Katie, tell me, what is it in Vedas that all of these people are connecting to flying machines? Is there somebody got on something that just flew, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, they were hovering in the sky. This must be like a UFO or something, because you could do that with flying carpets based on Arabic stories as well, right?
Sundara Viman, Tripura Viman.
What is this stuff? Look at this. There are people there are people out there that are spending their time.
Not saying these are accurate, but nevertheless
look at this. Look at all these drawings.
Ancient flying machines were in ancient scriptures. The Sakuna Viman, Rukva Viman, Sundara Viman.
Look, there are people out there that are going and drawing, looking at like descriptions of UFOs, and then they're looking at the Vedas, and they're trying to come up with what, oh my god, these people, they're trying to come up with what flying objects aliens were using based on the description of the Vedas. Okay, Katie, tell me, do you give me an explanation? Oh yeah, it's basically some SHIT that just flew. Yeah, it's probably just that, right? Like just reference to a god flying or a god jumping on something and then flying. So they use any explanation, any story that involves anything just hovering in the sky as proof that they know about UFOs and flying, and look at the science in our scripture. Just and look at the evidence, by the way, provided. The evidence is that some people read the Vedas and they thought this must be UFOs, and they use their imagination to come up with what they probably look like. And he's presenting this, and people are like, there are a whole bunch of gullible people, I bet you, in India, they're watching this like, oh my god, look how detailed these drawings are. How could this not be true? Look, this all looks very fancy. Look at it, it looks fancy. It has labels, it has like distorted like lines that makes it look like what we've seen in scientific books. Look at these lines are not clear, right? It looks like it's something that you could find in a textbook. Like it looks like a scan of a textbook rather than something that you draw online. So this must be in a book or something, or in some scientific documents. You see how these lines, they're distorted instead of like being clear lines? That's just meant to make it look more like academic or based on a scientific text that you just scan somewhere. You could just do that with anything, right? I could just like go right now on Canva and I like draw something like this that is very clear, and then add an effect to it that makes it distorted and make the text also distorted, just to make it seem like, oh my god, this was on a piece of paper somewhere, not just somebody designing it online. So it must be like there's something to all of this. I don't know, this also might be like from books, but I'm saying if you wanted to you could just draw some other. Guys, we should like make a cult. We should seriously make a cult. Like I have all the know-how, and then like what was it like? The great Ramsey's boyfriend, He did that. He pretended to be a guru for a while, and then he came out and says, like, I'm a fake guru, guys. Don't believe everything you see. And then the followers that he had, even after then, they were refusing to like accept that he's a fake guru. But we could like make a fake cult and like get some following, and then once we hit a certain number, come out and say, like, guys, it's all fake. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. I would be so good at making like a legit cult. Okay, I think we could make a cult. It should have like aliens and some anti-globalist stuff. Oof, that would sell in this day and age. Some anti-globalist stuff, and maybe put some Buddhism related. Just put a flavor of Buddhism in it. So I don't know. That mix a whole bunch of stuff. The flavor of like a little bit of touch of Buddhism, some alien stuff, some globalism, some satanic panic, with a dash of, I don't know, maybe Sufism, just a little bit of that Sufism, and a Genesis story. That the Genesis story has to be like completely original, so we have to come up with that as well. And then we could just, and there needs to be like a threat to human society, and a way that the only way to get saved has to be through whatever method that we provide. And then we have a cult, and we see how many followings we could get, right?
Sabharanga Sutradhara. This scripture includes 230 verses on the use of flying machines.
Look at this. There's 230 verses. Are you sure about that? There's 230 verses in this Hindu text, Hindu scripture, about how to use flying machines for peace and war. I somehow doubt that it has anything to do with anything you're talking about. I somehow doubt. I'm not being 100% sure. I just have this. I don't think so.
For peace and war, for example.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there's examples. Yay! Let's see how closely he gets it. Okay, inside the circular airframe. Hey, Katie, can you verify if this is actual scripture? Inside the circular airframe, place the Mercury engine. There's a mention of engines. Mercury engine inside Hindu scripture. Engine with a solar boiler at wait, is this Hindu scripture? I somehow doubt this. Katie, are you here? Mercury engine with a solar boiler at the aircraft center? By me, I doubt so much that this comes from by means of the power. Oh wow, we got a $2 super chat just to say good morning. Thank you so much, Render Undersea, sir. Wait, how do I unselect this? Oh, thank you so much. By means of the power in the heated mercury, which sets the driving whirlwind in motion, the Vimana can travel a great distance in marvelous manner. Okay, wow. Mercury. Okay, give me the source for this.
It says, inside the circular airframe.
Katie. Okay, Katie's saying, I don't think this book is even considered scripture. It is more like an encyclopedia of ancient Indian architecture. I didn't read it, so I don't know this SHIT exists in the book. All right, let's see what this book is. Samaranga Su. Oh my God, this is not ancient Hindu scripture. Are you serious right now? My God, what? Oh my God, this book is like 1000 AD. What the hell? This is not ancient Hindu scripture. This is just like, oh my God. This book is written. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. This is not ancient books. Okay, this is not ancient book. Okay, this is not scripture. This is not scripture. Verses, you're talking about encyclopedia, and you're talking about you make it seem like, oh my, like anybody reading this and like, oh my God, there are verses in this ancient scriptures talking about this stuff. Oh my, this proves, like, oh my God, this proves it. This is an encyclopedia, and it's not even ancient. When was this written, and when were the diagrams produced? Just trying to place the era. Yeah, this is not ancient. I made a bet that there's no way that this is in ancient Hindu scripture, and it's not. This is an encyclopedia. It's just their interpretation. This is like a much later interpretation. Just because something has a fancy Hindu, so because if you don't speak Hindi and you just see like, oh, Samaranga, oh my God, this sounds so ancient. No, it's just Hindi, okay? Just because it doesn't mean there's anything. I think this guy is just relying on a lot of people's ignorance about what. Oh my God. You're saying it looks like 1960s text, Star Trek influence. It was written in the 19th century? Are you guys serious? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think it's a little bit older than that, but definitely not ancient. There we go. Katie's saying, I guess the author of the book might have tried to come up with how ancient Indian architecture, aircrafts, like many people used to do and still do that thing. Yeah, so this is basically someone's much later interpretation of ancient Indian scripture, and this guy is using the guy's interpretation of that to prove that this was all about that the ancient scripture was something way beyond its time. But show me the actual ancient scripture for that you are getting this conclusion from, not just the interpretation.
Place the Mercury engine with a solar boiler at the aircraft center.
Look at this. Look at these drawings. Guys, just show me the Vedic scripture. Show me the Vedic scripture that has this in it. Are you serious? Who buys this crap?
By means of the power of the heated mercury which sets the driving whirlwind in motion, the Vimana can travel at a great distance in a marvelous manner.
Oh my God.
So who are the pilots of these things? Different possibilities here. Either intelligent humanoids from other physical locations in the universe, and or
okay, so either he's just making stuff up.
From other dimensions accessible from the solar system, the Central Asian mountains, and beneath the Earth.
What? So either the pilots are either how are you coming up with this? Either they're either intelligent humanoids from other physical locations in the universe, other physical locations as opposed to other non-physical locations. What does that even mean for other physical locations? Two, from other dimensions accessible from this solar system. Other dimensions. Oh my God, so much bullcrap. The Central Asian mountains. The Central Asian mountains. So when you say from this solar system, this solar system already covers the Central Asian mountains and beneath the Earth. Like you said this from this solar system that covers. And last time I checked, Asia was within our solar system. Hold on, let me see.
Or our own distant relatives who are no longer on the surface of the Earth.
Oh, okay, I don't understand. He's just not gonna tell us where he's getting these conclusions from.
Own distant relatives who are no longer on the surface of the Earth.
And also subscribe to our newsletter, because if we get removed from all these platforms, at least we could reach out to you. And guys, by the way, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free copy. Where's your copy, Susanna? Get it. We're doing promotion. You get a free. It's not even promotion. It's free. Okay, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free copy of Why There's No God. Come on, like, I'm handing it out for free. Okay, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you get it for free. So subscribe to our newsletter, and you get a free copy of Why There's No God sent to you. Link in the description.